Hello? Hello?
The Supra's back.
Is it?
Yep.
Supra's back.
How far can I
Back
back
again.
up? Yeah.
Supra's back. Tell a friend. Is a small child in there?
Yeah, he is.
He is? Okay. Wait, you want to back up?
Yeah, let me know how far back I can go without hitting the Tanner's
Okay.
truck.
I'll let you know. Come on back. Come on back.
Ta-da!
Hey man, is that a Supra? Dang. It's like you get two paint jobs. Like sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's purple.
This thing would decimate all
No, it won't.
after you spend about 20 grand. Overnight some parts from Japan, maybe.
Hodeki.
Getting up in there was fun. I had to use the golf cart to pull it. Front bumper was like bending and shit. They're like, oh my god.
Well, oh, that's all right. It doesn't run right now. So you've already messed up the paint job, is what you're saying.
Just about.
Oh, he is pissed. Hello, small child. Oh. See, he saw you and was
What
like,
happened?
Did they wake you up? Yeah. Woke you up.
likes you.
What?
Rolling it back.
Okay.
Just use the brakes a little bit to slow it down.
I'll let you know. You're solid from here.
Just go straight back.
Turn the wheel to the left just a smidge.
You're good. Just brakes. Good. Go. Just go.
Wow, that thing's gorgeous.
Cool.
It's not even the
It looks
same
even
car.
better in the sun.
Is your helmet matched now too?
So with that shifter,
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
and I got a new visor for it that's purple, blue from Simpson.
With that shifter, when you're in first, all you gotta do is slap it forward and slap it again.
Yeah. I emailed them twice trying to get a suit.
She's got a slap shifter.
No.
It's not a
But-
cheetah.
Watch.
So
Put it in first. Okay, now hit it forward. Now it's ready to get a third. It's easy.
and then to go back. Gosh.
We're going to the left door or the right door?
Yeah,
Here, I'll do the engine noises.
yeah, really.
It's okay. Huh?
Wow. Those are nifty. What's the color called? Does it have a name?
No, it's a custom mix. No one else has this color in the entire world.
No.
Yankee stuff. Custom mix. Yeah, pull the hood latch.
The cable is like all the way out.
Pull on the cable.
There.
On the prop rod. The prop rod is in that box of stuff, so I'll have to grab it.
He's
He was holding the menu.
he's not letting me go. He's not gonna let me go. Big meaty claws.
Who's this guy?
Pull my finger. There we go. I'm free.
I don't have the specs right here in front of me. I'm sitting in the truck.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep working here.
All right, bye.
Hello.
Hello.
So we are assessing where our oil is coming from, and I put new intake gaskets on it Didn't fix it. I started up for 5 minutes or so, and it didn't get any better. Stuck a camera down in the bore. We compression tested this whole side at like 150. Kind of at a loss with it. If you look down in these intake runners, it looks wet around the gasket area. This side looks completely dry and perfect. I don't know if this thing's been angle milled on one side at one time or what, but we're getting oil from somewhere and we've got to figure it out because it's driving me nuts and I can't race it that way. We're gonna go ahead and pull the engine out and take it to Bob's. He's gonna go through it. If it needs anything, we'll get it taken care of before we're in the woods.
God, look at that Supra.
Pretty
It's
gorgeous,
just-
isn't it?
It's just photo bombing.
Just letting it chill out in the background.
Okay, so your truck's done, right? Best 10.
Yeah. All
It
we
is.
need to do is probably put a set of tires
So
on
you
it.
put some CO7s on it.
Alrighty, that's good. So you do have something to race this weekend.
Yes.
Okay, that's good news.
What are your plans today with this thing?
Well, we're just gonna, I know we had a couple of transmission lines that came loose this weekend, so I wanna make sure those are actually tight. I nut and bolt everything. Where is? Hideki?
Huh?
Hodeki?
Hodeki? What's that mean?
Hodeki Tojo.
Hodeki?
That's his first name.
I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's pretty.
Part of me's like, damn, that f***ing blue would look really nice if it was just all blue. But I know it's hers, so it's like, it matches her good.
I voted orange. That, like, imagine,
Like the Paul Walker orange?
well, a candy orange
Candy orange.
is, yeah. But, I mean, it looks good.
You think it still looks like a flagellant eel?
Yes.
Just not a white one.
Just not a white one.
Say it again so we have it on record.
Piss on you, Billy.
Say it.
Say it? You're forcing me to say it.
You already said it once.
I said that thing actually is pretty sick.
It's kind of photobombing all of our shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like look at.
I just, when she first got that thing, first off, I can't stand raps. I find raps to be about the same level as fake music, beatbox music, fake music, not real
What
musicians.
raps are we talking about?
Huh?
What raps are we talking about?
rap that was
I
on
know,
that
I'm just
car.
messing with you.
But
You're talking
I don't
about
like
rapping now.
fake music. I don't like fake paint.
Like electronically generated stuff.
Electronically generated music. I like Mobb Deep. I like Mobb Deep because they use actual real musicians and real music in their songs.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Not some bullshit where somebody's just sitting at a keyboard
Pressing buttons that make
pressing
sounds.
buttons. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but when Mobb Deep was making those samples, somebody was at a keyboard pressing keys.
I hate them now. No. It's just not my thing.
No, I don't know. They might have had a drum set in there, like.
This segment's gone on too long.
It's gone on too long. Uncle Bob is excited to get this up there as soon as possible.
So we bringing it right now, or what?
Jeez, the back of this thing's covered in oil. Like bad.
I would imagine that if it is pressurizing,
It's probably a piece that he cut off the intake.
Oh, yeah,
Up there.
right here.
I would imagine if it has had an intake gasket leaking, So it's pulling vacuum past the gasket and sucking oil in. That also means it's pressurizing the crankcase under boost. So, or possibly, but that may be why it's been blowing oil
I
out.
don't see. Yeah, whatever. We'll
Damn,
see.
you're even dropping dimes with silicone, dude.
Tell him, Chief, he needs cork gaskets. Tell him. What's going on there?
Doesn't feel very good. That seems like a lot of play.
Aren't you supposed to technically put that lubricant in them every once in a while that you did for his
Was
Falcon?
it the shaft or the gear on the shaft? Let me see.
No, it's the internals.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's just when you grab the gear this far out away from the shaft, it feels like a lot of slop. But if you just grab the shaft, it's really not that bad. You'll be all right.
You know, he's got a point.
But he
Still
did
feels like a
also
lot.
say to you guys when they drove the Nova that, oh, it'll be fine. And then it broke down like 5 minutes later on the street.
Why do you keep dragging up old shit? Huh?
Because it
he
seems like
keeps
every time you're like,
receipts.
oh, it's fine. And then
I thought it would be fine. I didn't realize that there was a situation I was unaware of.
Maybe that's how they're
that.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
might be.
it's fine.
I'll call Braden at Alky Diggers.
I think my old alcohol fuel pump on my Nova years ago was the same way.
The one I just put on the Falcon is real tight, but it was new.
I don't even know.
That's real nice. That's real nice. Custom.
Custom.
Somebody tried to shorten that and then got halfway through and decided not to.
Somebody.
Somebody.
Better left to bottom. Oh, there it goes. It finally let go. Oh, whoa, let me see that thing.
It's literally halfway cut through it.
This would never pass JFFF inspection. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think we should hire him when after he retires.
As a consultant,
No. As the shop mechanic and
shop
just
supervisor.
everything.
We already have a shop supervisor. He's just not here today.
Who?
Wyatt,
Why?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
he can supervise.
He's on vacation today.
So, what kind of applications would you need a crank trigger? Like, why doesn't my LS have a crank trigger?
Well, some people use them on an LS. It really depends on how hard you're getting after it because the stock crank triggers on them, the cranks can flex and then you can lose crank signal real easy. Whereas if it's out here, the crank is less likely to have, it's going around like it's not gonna matter too much. But a lot of guys lose crank signal on the stock sensors at about 2,000 horsepower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thick ass gasket or thick ass gasket?
Dude, that's a thick boy. That is a thick head gasket,
It's on
son.
there somewhere.
Wow. Holy cow.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That'll change your compression.
Well, this thing doesn't have a lot of compression, but it
That's
runs.
a good thing.
It runs really well.
Compression's
I
overrated.
bet you it's at least.
Probably the thickest one I've ever had.
There's like oil all over this thing.
75.
Holy cow.
That head gasket's 75 thousandths thick.
Didn't know they made them that thick.
Yeah, you ain't blowing through that.
Also, if you run a thicker gasket, it's harder to blow it.
Well, I mean, I think so. You can run a lot more O-ring. You have to. I don't know how these are cut. I don't know if it has top fuel hoops or if it has just the regular stainless rings, but yeah, usually the really fast cars run a thick ass head gasket like that.
You run this up to them tomorrow?
Yeah, Dad's going up there anyways. I think they're still f***ing around with Jimmy Dale's engine, so he's gonna be here. I think Thursday. It's tomorrow.
Yep.
And he's going to want to put his engine in his car, so we'll probably be helping him with that.
Okay.
And then Bob will be going through this thing. Maybe we'll get the race this weekend, maybe not. The weather doesn't look too promising yet, but it could change. I wouldn't be mad because I'm kind of looking forward to putting the engine back in the Supra, or putting the head back on the Supra, I should say, and getting it running. Maybe do the exhaust on it. Really excited. Car looks really good and definitely got me motivated to work on it. so far. We've got this engine about ready to pull the heads off of it. As we were taking the rocker stands off, we noticed that some of these holes that are threaded for the rocker stands go into some intake ports, and none of them had any sealant on them. So that could be something. And the intake, as you can see, is pretty wet. Intake runners. So that's something to just take account of. So the first thing that I noticed when taking this thing apart for the second time was that the intake runners were definitely wet again, and the gasket on that side was also wet again. Upon taking off the heads and inspecting them, we didn't find any problems with the cylinder heads themselves or the valves. So Bob decided that we should dig deeper and go ahead and take apart the short block. Here we are. A nice surprise. I didn't know much about this engine when I bought it, so it's cool to see a billet crank in it.
Yeah.
It's the first one I've ever had. Once we got the pistons and rods out, we inspected all the bearings and we inspected all the pistons and rings. I couldn't find anything that I thought that was wrong. Everything looked really good. The bearings looked brand new. Most of the rings looked good. The only thing that we could see was that some of the oil rings on that side that we were having trouble with weren't wanting to move freely. Bob mic'd the cylinder bores and mic'd the pistons, and we found that we had 13 thousandths piston to wall clearance, which is pretty loose. Other than these little things, that's all we could really find with this thing.
This in here, and then it's going to tell you what size the hole is. So on intakes, we go on a thousandths and a half, and exhaust 2 thousandths. So it's really within spec.
When Bob took the crank out the next day, he found that we had a thrust issue in this engine, probably before I put it in my car, probably when it was in another car, but it definitely had a thrust issue at one point. After talking with Bob, me and Dad decided that it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and bore this thing out to the next size and go ahead and freshen up all the cylinder walls, put new pistons in and new rings. That way, we go ahead and cross that factor off the list.
The SRC10.
I think SRC10 is a great name for it.
It's the perfect name for it.
I'm on the keep it and don't get rid of it deal.
No, he can't. Jimmy, have you seen the parking situation around here? We cannot keep everything.
What's the good news?
We're trying to figure out what truck and trailer to use to haul the 55 down there without it getting damaged. Because Jimmy's truck has big old Supra swampers on it with no mud flaps.
Can we use Tess and Tony's?
The rally car's fine behind it.
It busted a windshield out of the rally car on the way there.
Why don't we use?
Yeah, see?
Why don't we use the Subscursion in that trailer?
Subscursion. It's excursion.
I'm not touching any of
That
Tony's
was
shit.
perfect though.
But that's what we call it, the Subscursion.
I don't know why.
Tess named it that.
I'm honestly not touching any of Tony's shit.
All right. So, who else has it enclosed?
Well, it's not so much the enclosed as the tires.
So then why don't we just? Oh, we have to
put
have
it-
the 55 or
Put it on
the.
the C10, but
I know. Jimmy gets to haul the golf cart.
Jimmy
then we could
hauls
put-
the enclosed. Jimmy hauls this thing.
yeah, that would work.
That's putting an awful lot in his hands.
What?
Really?
The golf
Look at that
cart,
truck.
and
See that
the
truck
golf
over
cart
there?
and the S10.
Batman pajama. That truck. It's
Jimmy
strong.
probably has the nicest truck here. I haven't looked up close, but you know, from here it looks like the nicest truck.
It looks great. It's a good looker.
What is it about our big trailer that the golf cart doesn't fit?
Ask Dad and Tanner because they were the ones throwing a fit about it didn't fit, and I didn't check.
Let me go ask Tanner.
I didn't check the golf cart before I bought it to see if it fit in the trailer. It's a 50-foot trailer. Why would it not fit?
I don't know. My boy JoJo bought him. JoJo, you know homie with the Cutlass, sells me the trailer that he hauls his Cutlass in. Sells his Fox Body Mustang. Goes to put the Cutlass in the trailer he's hauling the Mustang in. Cutlass hanging
Tanner
out 2 feet
thinks-
out the back of that John.
Tanner thinks that it was a length problem with whatever else was in there before, but
Is the Falcon longer than that?
There should be about the same.
I just tied down my car.
This one's tied down already too. I mean, You'd have to take the toolbox out of
Why
it.
don't we get a tape
You
measure?
guys are tripping.
I've already
You
taped
can
it.
fit the golf cart in the back of your truck or my truck. I've done it. I know. And I got golf cart ramps in the back of my truck. Nice.
Are the golf cart
Man,
ramps
I'm
like
killing
40
it.
feet long?
Huh?
It's really tall.
No, because you got an open car hauler. You leave the flapper down, and then you just. And if you're really gangster about it, you could put open car hauler, and then the ramps on the open car hauler. You could ramp onto the car. It's a double
So
ramp.
the only bad thing is that we could be driving through some morning rain. So whatever is on the back of your trailer is going to get filthy. So what do we care about the least?
Well, if we're honest, we care the most about the 55.
Let's just try
I
to
know.
So unload my car.
Sorry, Tig.
Alrighty.
I'm not taking my truck anymore.
No.
Riding
You
with
just
one of
get to
these
ride
fellas.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Mine's got to stay.
Listen, whoever rides with Bill has to be the map reader.
No, I'm not riding with Bill. Get real. Get real. All the party's going to be over here in this truck. This will be the party truck.
Well, you want to let everybody know where we're going this weekend?
Yeah, so if you're watching this video right now, the race is probably already happening. But if you're in the area, come to Southside, West Virginia. We're doing a race at a track called Kanawha Valley. Used to be called Kanawha Valley anyway. And the track's been closed for 7 years, and this is their first time back. They're doing a no prep. There's no timing system or anything. They're trying to raise money to get the track back in good shape. So we're gonna go and support, because it's really the only 8th mile drag strip in West Virginia right now. They have a 330 track. They don't have any 8th mile or quarter mile tracks. So we want to support racing in West Virginia because it's not a very far drive for us. We love going to new tracks, so we're gonna be there. We'll have the S10, the Falcon, and the 55 with Jimmy Dale driving it. So should be interesting. Alright guys, it's finally time to give away our 1979 pace car. It's got a 347 small block Ford, built to handle 1,000 horsepower, level 5 T56 transmission. It's got full exhaust, air conditioning that'll freeze you out, perfect little street car. So this will be our 3rd giveaway that we've done. The first 2 were amazing. Congrats man, you won the Mustang.
Oh shit.
Badass. The last guy that won the Sub-Zero truck, he's now out racing his truck, and he's made a new channel, and it's an awesome thing to see. I can't wait to see who wins this one. So the giveaway starts now. We got a bunch of new cool stuff on the website, 2 new designs featuring the pace car that are absolutely sick. Every dollar spent on the website gets you entered to win this thing.